Hey, welcome to this quick tutorial on sizing on images in between. I'm going to be using Adobe Bridge and Photoshop. If you're a Lightroom user, you probably have to try to figure out it on the Lightroom side. But here, what I can tell you is this. Let's say I've got an uncropped, and I look at this down at the bottom. I've got an uncropped image, and I'm going to pick all my D and Gs right here. And here I'm going to select this image. So I'm going to right mouse click on this and open in Camera Raw. And as I open this, the first thing that you should do when you start working in Camera Raw is select what size you're going to be working with, and so, or what resolution you're going to be working at. If whatever reason some Canon cameras are set to like 240 pixels per inch, you need to change this to 300. Most print houses now, or print shops, whatever you want to call them, they've all got 300 DPI printers, and so not all of them. I guess some of them still do use like a 240 pixels per inch, but the higher pixel density, the greater the resolution, the better your images are going to look. So the sharper they're going to look. So we're going to get OK. Make sure you get that out of the way. Now, if you look at this, this is 4016 by, let's just say it's for easy figuring, 4000 by 6000. All right. So what does that mean? And it's at 300 DPI. So let's go into a Pages document. Let's create a new document here. Let's say I've got an image sensor. And in that image sensor, I'm going to insert a shape here. Whatever size it is, I've got, let's insert another text box here. So 6000. All right, put that up there. You get the idea. By 4000. Can I write that up here? Let's insert another one. Okay, for easy figuring, whatever it is. Okay, that's the pixel density. That's how many pixels your sensor has got on it. Okay, for easy figuring and math purposes, we're going to go down. Oopsies, that's not what I wanted. Get back up there. All right, let's start typing this out. So let's go with 6,000. 6,000 divided by 300. Well, that's easy. That's 20 inches. Okay. If I go 4,000 divided by 300, probably help if I put 2 more zeros on there. That's going to give you roughly 13.3 inches. Okay. So, all right. Hopefully that makes sense. And that's just math. Like, how does that get that way? That's just math. It's roughly going to give you a 20 by 13 inch print. Well, there's not a lot of normal sizes that are 20 by 13. So here's a couple things that I do in Photoshop. So let's say I get this cropped out. They used to have a deal in Bridge to where if I went custom, I used to be able to change this to inches. And for the life of me, I don't know how to do that back, but it just does a crop ratio, which then I said, scrap it. Let's open it up in Photoshop, which is exactly what I do. And there's a couple ways you can do this. If you're doing like let's wait till it opens up first. All right, so now let's say I get image, size. Here, if you don't see the ruler at the top, go to View, Rulers. Turn your rulers on, okay? And to turn them on is also Command R on the keyboard. So you want that. So go here's 0, here's 13.3. At the bottom, there's roughly 20. Okay. So when I go to image and I want to resize, if you send this to the printer right now and say I want a 10 by 12 out of this, not a problem. They'll do some cropping on that the best they can. But you should really prepare your images before you send them off. So case in point. I'm going to go to the Martin family pics, and I did some large canvas ones. Let's go to my JPEG files, and here I've got canvas right here. Here, if you did the math on this and you divided by 300, you're going to get a specific size. It's roughly 22 by whatever. Here's a 5 by 7. worth. And this should be, it's a 5x7 crop factor. It's not the actual pixels. Where's my large? Here's a large. Here's a 12,000 by 15,000. Let's do the math on that. 12,000 by 15,000. Oops. Okay, what's 15,000 divided by 300? Okay, well, that's pretty easy. That's 50. 50 inches. If I do 12,000 divided by 300, that gives me 40 inches. That's roughly it's a 4x5 crop factor. Okay, but I made a 50-inch by 40-inch print. How did I get to that point? Well, let's go back into Photoshop. Right up here, I use the crop tool. So you're going to want to click on your crop tool, scroll up, and in your resolution, you don't do ratio. Oh, for Pete's sake. You do width by height resolution. So as you select that, and here's where you put in the dimensions of what you want. Okay, so let's say I want to crop this to a 24 by 36 inch print, which I've already done one of these already. And I want this at 300 pixels per inch. Dots per inch, doesn't matter. Same thing. Okay, I'm going to crop this down. Whatever is in this crop box is going to be resized automatically to 24 by 36. And I click on click. And now if you look across here at the top, this is exactly 24 inches. Okay, and it's going to be 36 inches as well. So click on the Z for the zoom tool, and I'm going to zoom out. And even though, I mean, yeah, it looks small, but print-wise, your ruler tells me that this is what it is. Flat out, simply, that's the easiest way to prep an image for printing on a large canvas base. So other than that, hopefully that helps. Thanks for watching. A couple other things you can do after the fact is you can do a canvas size. And right here is 24 by 36. Let's say I do a 22 by 36 for whatever reason. I can anchor this right in the center. So it's going to crop some off the top, 1 inch off the top, and 1 inch off the bottom. Let's say I want to crop all of it at the top. So I'm just going to lop off 2 inches because it was a 24. I'm going to anchor this at the bottom. So it's going to lop this off at the top. Now if I wanted to do a height, I'm sorry, that's width. Keep that 24. My bad. 34. And I do this. Oh, hold on. Image, canvas size. What was that before? I don't want to extend that. Let's make that like a 34. So it says the new canvas size is smaller than the current, so proceed. It lopped off 2 inches at the top. Okay, so just get used to those tools a little bit and you guys should be fine as wine. So thanks for watching. If you have any questions, let me know. Thanks.